welcome to Storyworthy. My name is Christine Blackburn, and I'm coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Whether you're a longtime fan of Storyworthy of over 14 years, or you're a brand new listener, welcome to Storyworthy. Now, I want to thank you guys so much for all the messages and letters I got from the last show. That was 2 weeks ago. I talked about my upcoming cochlear implant surgery and also about being kicked out of my friend's will after she passed away. And that resonated. Let me tell you, I actually felt better after reading a lot of the letters that I received, because this happens to a lot of people. You know, you think things are going one way and then it doesn't go that way. And I don't know about you guys, but in life, I find that it's what you don't see coming that hurts the most. Do you know what I mean? It's when you don't see it coming. And, you know, that is really relative to like if you get sick and you don't see that coming, or if somebody breaks up with you, or somebody cheats on you, or somebody lies to you, or you're left out of a will. Those sorts of things, man, it just cuts. It just hurts because it leaves you with no options. You know, it leaves you just feeling shitty. And like from my experience, my friend cut me out of her will, and she gave all of her money to two other people, not family members, and she wasn't married, no children, but to two other people. She gave all the money. And, you know, it was just like, wait a minute, what? And there's plenty of money to go around. You know, that's the other thing. It wasn't like, oh, this was only $100,000. This was like $700,000 or $800,000. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's not the fault of the two people who got the money. Good for them. They're very lucky. They're very fortunate. It's the fault of the person who passed. That's what she wanted. What she didn't want is for me to have any money. And that's what she got. So I guess in the end, as long as she's resting peacefully, that's all that matters. But thank you for your letters and your messages last week, because I am not the only one this has happened to. So thank you very much. I also talked about my cochlear implant surgery coming up next week on December 17th. It's a Tuesday, and I'll be going into Keck Hospital, which is at USC. And it's one of the best hospitals in the whole country for otolaryngology, which is the study of what is it? It's ears, and it's like an ENT, but it's like kicked up a notch, I think. I'm not sure, but I never even heard the word otolaryngology until I lost my hearing. So a lot of people have written to me. Everybody keeps asking me, how did you lose your hearing? How did your hearing leave? You know, what happened? And there's no answer. It just left. I mean, they determined that it wasn't a stroke or anything like that because they did an MRI and a CAT scan. So it's either just a mystery, or to the point, I think it was from a lot of concerts. I've seen so many concerts in my life, and I loved loud music. I still love loud music. So I kind of think that's what it is. And I swear to God, back in 1986, if you can believe this, I know you guys, most of you weren't even alive, but follow me. In 1986, I'm going to school at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, and Spinal Tap comes to Duquesne to put on a concert at the A.J. Palumbo Center, which was where the Duquesne Dukes played basketball, I think. Anyway, Spinal Tap came. So, you know, Spinal Tap, the hilarious, fictitious band, but it really was a band. You know, one of their catchphrases, what they were known as the loudest band. And they were. So I went to that concert, and they were loud. And after that show, I started getting a buzzing in my right ear. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. So fast forward like 40 flipping years, and that's the ear I go deaf in. So you want to blame Spinal Tap? I do. But that night at the concert, I did get a guitar pick from David St. Hubbins. So that was worth it. Michael McKean playing the role of David St. Hubbins. So I got a guitar pick. I still have it. And that makes me very happy. Anyway, big surgery coming up on Tuesday. And a big show coming up next Saturday night. Story Smash, the storytelling game show, is Saturday, December 21st. So I have 4 days to heal. And, come over to Story Smash at the Lyric Hyperion on Saturday, December 21st, and you'll see how I'm doing. Sure, I might have no hair on one side of my head. Whatever. I'll be there. And I won't be able to hear. I mean, I can in my left ear, but I don't get activated, as it were, until January 7th. January 7th, I go back to the otolaryngologist's office, and they turn me on. You know what I'm saying? They flip a switch. And then I can hear. I shit you not, that's what's going to happen. And I am like so excited, I can't even tell you. I mean, I don't know how anybody would live through life with shitty hearing or no hearing. I know it's going to be worth it. I just know this cochlear implant is going to be worth it. So, boy, oh boy, I hope I'm right. Holy shit. Anyway, you guys, the other thing I've been doing a lot this year in 2024 is voiceover auditions. I happen to have a voiceover agent, and I just actually got that agent the beginning of this year. It's the same agent I've had for commercials for over 20 years, but they would never take me on in the voice department. I know, right? I have a great voice. You know I do. Anyway, finally, this year, they took me on as a voiceover client. And that means that about 5 or 6 auditions come in every week, maybe even 10. And I come in the closet, I record it, and I upload it to my agent, and then they send it in. So how many people are up for each job? I don't know. 100? 200? I have no idea. But I just keep coming in the closet and recording, sending it to my agent, recording, sending it to my agent, whatever that audition happens to be. And ladies and gentlemen, I have done over 100 of these this year, over 100 auditions, and I have not booked one thing. Thank you. I have not booked anything, but I keep doing it because it's easy and it's kind of fun. So I'm going to play you right now a quick example of a voiceover audition, and you'll know how ridiculous it is. Here it comes. Christine Blackburn. Hey, honey, who's at the door? 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 You see what I mean? It's just, you just say a few words and that's it. Now, a lot of auditions are for games, like video games and stuff. You get to a certain level and then you meet the queen or the wizard or the prince or whatever. And that's kind of fun. I have a feeling a lot of the voiceover auditions I've done, even if I did book them, I would never hear them in the wild. Do you know what I mean? Because if you listen to VOs on the radio or whatever, it's all stars. You know what I mean? It's either Jason Alexander or Julia Louis-Dreyfus or, you know what I mean? It's stars doing these big commercials. Dustin Hoffman, whoever, huge names do those big spots. So I'm talking about these little regional jobs or whatever. Anyway, I'll continue doing it because, like I said, I think it's funny and I enjoy it. Whatever. If I ever book something, I'll let you know. Wouldn't that be fun? What else is going on? Okay, in January, I'm going to have another storytelling show at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank. We're doing a Storytelling Sundays, and the last show sold out. So let's hope that the show in January does as well. I don't have a date yet, so why am I even talking about it? I'm talking about it because it's on my mind. That's why. I have things coming up. The cochlear implant needs to work because I have work to do. So this thing has to work. I'll tell you that. Also, next year, 2025, my kid will be graduating from high school, which is massive, not just in my kid's life, but in my life, because I have stayed very close to home for the last 18 years. I know I've mentioned before, my kid never had a babysitter. My kid never went to a daycare, nothing like that. It's I've been with my kid their whole life, and their dad, of course. But now, of course, they're going to go off to college. So the applications are in. My kid applied to 9 schools, maybe 11, a lot of them in California, but also Emerson in Boston and NYU. I think they'll end up here in California. But anyway, around it, they won't be here next year. So, starting next fall, that essentially my job here is done. I am wiping my hands of this parenthood thing. I'm done. I know I'm not. It's a joke. I know that. But they won't be living here anymore. So that is of interest and will allow me to do a lot of other things. And so something I'm thinking about next year is producing a play in New York. What? I'm thinking about producing a play in New York. I know. Insane, right? But folks, it's just about money. It's just money. And next year I can touch some of my retirement funds. And I'm thinking, let's just put on a show. How about that? So we'll see. The show is The Pitch. And it was written by my boyfriend, Tom Alper. You can go to tomalper.com, find out a lot more about The Pitch. We've produced it 3 times in LA, and we are ready to take it to another level. So who knows? That might be happening. And for me, I would love it because I would just produce. I wouldn't be in the show, but I would be in New York, and that would allow me to do a lot more stand-up, which is exactly what I want to do. So who knows? That might be happening. Yeah, I know. Very exciting, right? And what else? I still have 2 cats, and one of them has very long claws, and I want to get them trimmed, but I cannot get that cat in the carrier. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking, what about if I put a pillowcase over the cat while they're sleeping and just gather them up in a bag and throw them in the carrier? Is that something? Can I do that? I have a niece who's a veterinarian. My niece is a full-on vet, and boy, oh boy, is that convenient to ask my niece questions and to get information. A lot of the information I don't want to know about, like some of the shitty cat food that I've been giving my cats. Turns out it's not good food. So I've changed the cat food. The point is having a veterinarian in the family has become very, very helpful. And if you have any questions about animals, please pass them on. I'll ask my niece. And I'll get back to you. Hey, you guys, do check out Story Smash on Instagram and also Storyworthy on Instagram. And I'm also over there on Blue Sky under Storyworthy. Yeah, Trump has 3 branches of government and we have Blue Sky. That's what's happening. Holy cow. We're in for a roller coaster in 2025. I'm sure of it. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my hearing restored, and I am excited. I sure hope you guys have a great holiday season. I will definitely podcast again after the surgery, let you know how that goes. And I look forward to doing a lot more podcasting, and I look forward to doing a lot more My Life in 3 Songs. I'm talking with SiriusXM, so keep your fingers crossed. MyLifeIn3Songs.com. Head over there and check out 55 episodes of My Life in 3 Songs, where I talk to comedians about the 3 songs in their life that have impacted them. It's on Spotify exclusively because we listen to the music. So again, MyLifeIn3Songs.com. Holy cow, it's my favorite project so far. All right, you guys, thanks so much again for writing me letters and messaging me. It really meant a lot to me, and I felt so good after hearing some of your stories. So again, thank you for that. And, have a good week. I'm going to talk to you guys after the cochlear implant surgery, and I'll let you know what's going on. It's very exciting. All right, you guys, thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. If you want to email me, shoot me an email at christineblackburn1@gmail.com. And big shout out to Fred Diamond for checking in on me. I really appreciate it. All right, you guys, one more time. On behalf of Storyworthy, my name is Christine Blackburn saying, make it a story-worthy week.
Thanks for joining us on the Storyworthy Podcast. We'll be back next week with all new stories. Subscribe to Storyworthy on iTunes and visit the Storyworthy website at storyworthypodcast.com.